Alright, hey guys. I'm with Ricky. I just talked to him literally for like a minute. Like I said, his name is Ricky. What is your major?
I'm a film major.
You're a film major. Okay, yeah. So you know my style sucks. It's just a self.
Nah, man, it's the intro. You get
Is the intro? Alright, so they have a poster.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to take another quick look at it. The communist anti-Israel BDS supporter, and it shows a African American individual with an Afro female. Now, I'm pretty sure this was by a right-wing organization, because you see how currently, like the Black Lives Matter protesters and stuff.
Yeah.
The right wing, they cry about them playing the race card and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And every time certain individuals, not all in the Black Lives Matter protests, some of them, they do like boot and stuff, which
Yeah.
is wrong. Trust me, I'm a Malcolm X guy. I support black people, and all lives matter. But the thing is, the right wing uses that card. But when Israel does something, like say they bomb literally over 70% Palestinian civilians, according to the United Nations.
Yeah.
I'm a Muslim. That's true. But in Islam, we're taught to oppose the oppressor and side with the oppressed. It doesn't matter what their race or religion is. So I'm just using the United Nations because they're not Muslims as a statistic, so people can't say on the comment sections I'm biased. So 70% civilians. Do you think that's a legitimate reason to boycott Israel?
No, not at all, man.
You don't think so?
I mean, well, I feel like, honestly, like, I'm all about, like you said, man, like, supporting the oppressed, Like, the oppressors are the ones who, let me back up a little bit. I don't feel anyone should be an oppressor. I don't think anybody has the right to be an oppressor. I mean, if you feel like, as you are some kind of, human being who supersedes others, you are already kind of mentally wrong there.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I believe, like you said, like always side with the oppressed because they're the ones
regardless of their race or religion.
Regardless of the race, yeah. No, it doesn't matter what your race, what your religion,
Gender,
what you believe
anything.
in.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Because we're all human beings and no one stands above anyone else.
One more quick question. Yeah. Do you find it ironic how they generalize and say anyone who supports BDS is a communist when the founder of communists was a Jewish man named Karl Marx? Do you find the irony of that?
Very, very ironic, man. Very ironic. I mean, like you said, man,
And did you know before Zionism was mainstream in the Jewish community, majority of Jews were communists?
That's so crazy. That's new information to me.
That's
crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely.
And then one more quickie.
Yeah, man.
So the United Nations reported by 2020, Gaza will have no water. Like they will have no drinkable water.
That's crazy.
And from the river, from Israel, the water comes in, and the Israelis are purposely blocking it. And then when other countries that aren't even terrorists, like say Turkey, which is a U.S. ally, they want to send in materials for them to build water factories so they can clean up their water. They literally bombed Turkey, they attacked Turkey's ship and didn't let the items needed to get into Gaza. So, what is your opinion on that? Do you think that's a reasonable reason to boycott until they allow drinkable water in Gaza? Because water is a human right.
Honestly, it's definitely a reason to boycott. I mean, like taking it back to the oppressors and the oppressed, man. Like, it's not right for you to restrict another country like that. Like, water, that's not something that you created. that's God given. That's God given. And if you want to stop somebody just because you feel like you have something against them, no matter what the situation is, it's not right. It's absolutely not right.
All right. Another quick question. I know it was the last one.
No, you're good. You're good, man. Go ahead.
My bad for taking your time. So they say that in this poster, if you're against Zionism, you hate Jews. But you know how many rabbis and Jews are against Zionism? For example, you don't mind me asking your religion?
No, I'm not sure.
You're a Christian? Okay, so I'm a Muslim, so we believe in Moses, Abraham, Jesus, absolutely. Muhammad, peace be upon all of the prophets. Yeah. We believe that God sent down the Torah, the Psalms, the Gospel, the Quran to everyone. Now, in their current Torah they have, it says do not steal, do not murder, treat the sojourner well.
You know, it's really
How
funny?
come the state of Israel does not do that? And they call themselves a Jewish country.
It's really weird, man. I mean, you know, I think that, you know, religion is always very complicated for a lot of people. But, you know, I think that they may be a little bit confused, and, you know, like, they must have their own interpretation of it, which is why they feel like they can oppress people the way they do, you know? So that is.
I agree with you. Jesus, peace be upon him, in the Bible said, "Be of this world, but not of it." Right?
Yeah, man.
We gotta treat one another. So like, the Abrahamic faith, from my perspective or Islamic perspective, we all came from Adam and Eve. You'd agree with that?
I agree with you. Yeah.
We're all brothers and sisters in humanity.
Absolutely.
So we have our brothers and sisters in religion and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also humanity. So there's the creator and the creation. The
Yeah.
creation has rights like water, food,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So, ending with the final mark, do you kind of see some sort of, because I know this is probably by a right-wing organization, and lately they've been making fun of African American individuals lately in the media,
Of that, yeah.
especially like for Muslims. They say there's no-go zones and Sharia zones, and then when they ask where is it, they can't even name it. So I mean, do you think there's like some sort of reason they put that image of a black lady? Because when John McCain was running for president, I don't know if you know this or not, for Barack Obama's face, they would purposely make it darker than it was. So do you think there's a reason they put that lady?
Honestly, it must be some kind of tactic, you know?
Yeah, psychological propaganda.
Definitely psychological propaganda. But honestly, it's wrong. The only reason I could think that they would do that would be solely to instigate or start some kind of, you know, to get people to think about it, you know? But it really is just propaganda, and propaganda is never positive.
All right. Me and him are both for peace. In the Bible, the greeting that all the messengers of God said in Hebrew was Shalom Aleichem. Do you know what that means?
Isn't that peace?
Peace be unto you.
Okay.
And in Latin, it's Pax. And in Islam, we say Salam Alaikum. So just
Salam
like how
alaikum.
when Jesus walked in, he said the same thing. So we're for peace. Don't believe the media hype. Here's a Christian and Muslim. I wish I can find a Jew to fit in between us.
In between us to
so
kind
we
of
could have a good conversation.
Yeah.
Because the people that are coming in to give a lecture against Zionism, they're actual Jews themselves. A few weeks ago at SDSU, I don't know if you knew this or not, there was former IDF soldiers. You know what that is, Israeli Defense Forces. They came out and they talked about war crimes that they were told to do, and their government does. So
That is crazy.
I don't get how they can, hate themselves. If you hate yourself, you would lie. If you love yourself, you would tell the truth. So to me, they're not self-hating, right?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Salam alaikum.
Nice to meet you. Salam alaikum, man.